I'm resetting the NHL to a fantasy draft and we'll be selecting 20 players to build my team. After all the choices have been made, we will assemble the lines and simulate through a year of franchise mode with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. We're kicking things off here with just a regular fantasy draft. I can take whatever player I want. Well, I guess whatever 20 players I want. We gotta break the ice on NHL 26 and see what it's all about. With that being said, let's find out what team we are representing today. It is going to be the Minnesota Wild. Right on. Hey, did you know that their logo's a bear? Like I said before, I'm gonna say that every time because maybe there will be one person that didn't know that. My allergies are also back in full swing, so that's great. This is gonna be happening a whole lot, but this is the first time. Jabroni, do not even think about it. I wonder if they fixed the waiver notifications thing, but I guess we're gonna find out. I am going to predict, I want a high pick, so I'm gonna say pick number 4. Let's see how wrong I am. The Minnesota Wild will be drafting at 8. Okay, that is fairly high. We got McDavid going first, Makar, Hughes, Draisaitl, Pappy, Eichel, and Bedsy. Who do we still have here? We got Kucherov at 96. We got Nate Doggy Dog at 96. Honestly, I think I'm going to go with Kuch because he's making $3 million less than Nate McKinnon, and they're both playmakers. They're both 96 overall. Yeah, let's do it. Our very first selection on this game was...
You kidding me?
And our second selection might just have to be Josh Norrisy. I can't believe he's still here. Offensive defenseman. I don't mind if I do. And we get picks really close together. That is a thing of beauty. Duchesne at 4.5 is nice. He is 34, so he's getting up there. What about Larkin? He's making 8.7, which is a little bit more. I guess Duchesne's probably a playmaker as well. Yeah. What do we do here? JT Miller? Power forward, and then we just need a left-wing sniper. Could go with Ovi. You know what? Let's see how Ovi plays in this game. I'm going to be drafting Sam Bennett. He's 87 overall now. Making $8 million, which is a little much, but you know what? He's going to add grit and offense to this team, so I'm all in. We need a D-man to play alongside Norrisy, and I think Ryan Pulock is that guy. He's got 2 abilities, 6.1 and 87 overall. I believe we found our player. Oh, John Carlson's still here. That is actually tempting. I'll think about it. Actually, a little second line sniper here. Connor Garland, 86 overall. Yeah, I'm doing it. I am a little bit worried for goaltenders, but I might just go with Matheson. He's 86 over. Oh, you know what? I gotta test out a theory if he's still here. He might not be. I guess I should probably just sort by defenseman. But Goss Despair, that guy simulates like an absolute machine in NHL 25. Unfortunately, it looks like he might be gone. All right, well, for 4.8, we can bring a little bit more offense to our defense with Michael Matheson. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Cam Talbot is our best option, 2.5, 85 overall, but he's 38. So do we do it or no? I'm kind of leaning towards Lankinen, to be honest. He's making 4.5, slightly steep, but less than these two. Yeah, let's go for him. Donato. Up to 84 overall. Oh, we also got Hedl here. He could be a second-line centerman for us. He's got the 1 ability. What about Donato? Does he got anything? No. So maybe we will go Hedl. And then, obviously, we've got Garland on the right side. We just need a left winger, and that second line is chilling. Jamie Benn making $1 million. That is really tempting. We also got Landeskog here. He's got 2 abilities. He's a power forward. So is Jamie Benn. I think he's making $6 million less. We have to go Jamie, and then maybe we could... Oh. No, I can't do it. We're going Landeskog. 30 mil remaining with half of our team drafted. We're actually in a decent spot. To be honest with you, Matheson and Gudas together could be disgusting. Defensive defenseman. Matheson's a 2-way, but I feel like he does have some offensive upside, so I'm going to pair them together and hope it works. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but this team is looking absolutely insane. We also have Lowry right here. Captain Lowry, he's got 83 faceoffs, 2-way forward. Let's see if he still wants to be a third liner in this game. Nobody wants Letang. That is crazy. He's still chilling here. We also got Brent Burns, who will not want to be on the last pair, but maybe we just throw him there anyway. 3 players I am totally on board with right here, but I think I want to go with either Olivier or Brandon because they are both grinders. And honestly, because he's making 1.2 less, kind of hard to say no, so... Duhaime, welcome aboard. Kiefer Sherwood could also be on the third line. That is something that is true. He's got an ability somehow. I don't know what that one is, but You're on the team. So we have our top 3 lines, we have our top 2 defensive pairs, and we have our starting goaltender. Now we're just drafting some depth, and we could splurge here a little bit. We have 20 million left. I do, however, want to get role players, so there's that. Our backup goaltender will be... Ooh. Oh, you know, I might go Comrie. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going for Lion. Sort by physicality. How are you doing? Keegan Colasar, he won't want to be on the 4th line, sadly, but I'm still going to pick him up. I am tempted to grab Tanner Jeannot, especially because, oh, you know what? I have to. We have the cap space. I always said I wanted him because he had the highest PIMs in the league. Now's our chance. Will he want to be on the 4th line? Unlikely at 80 overall, but maybe. Who out of these guys has the best face-off rating? That's my question. I need you to win draws. 80 for Carrick. That's solid. So he might be our guy because he also has the physicality. Sturm has 80. Nick Dowd 80. Oh, yo, I gotta go Dowder. Whoa, he's 83 overall. I don't know if I can do that for the 4th line. We should have 1st line forwards, 2nd line forwards, and 3rd line forwards. So maybe the 4th line will just be some 3rd liners. And then, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say no to that. We have the cap and he can win draws. I'm going to do it. Maybe he'll be the 3rd line center. Now all we need is defenseman. Sealer is usually a lock for the Masterton. So should we test that theory? I think so. I need a right-handed defenseman, and they got to be making a pretty penny because I want to get somewhat close to that cap. Ben Sherratt is left. Cody Ceci is right. We could take him. Oh, Luke Shen. Not making a crazy amount. I don't know if we should do defensive defenseman with a defensive defenseman. Tyler Myers is also a defensive defenseman. I found our guy, Matt Dumba. 2-way defender. He is right-handed, making nearly 4 million. Sounds perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, hello.
Perfect.
This is our draft result, and I just got to say, the National better look out this year because the Mini Wild are going to be on one. John Hines. Hands off, pal. This is what our team looks like. Honestly, it is nasty. And I also kind of screwed up. I did not draft a 4th line center. So Lowry will be the 3rd line centerman. And Colasar is going to hold it down, I guess. I don't know. 65 faceoffs. Pretty sure they're all going to have that. Yeah. Oh, well, you don't need to win draws anyway. Never mind. Scratch that. I was totally wrong. We have Nick Dowd. So I'm going to move you down here and into the middle. Obviously, he's not going to want to be on the 4th line. But it is what it is. He wants to be on the 3rd line. They all do. So that's perfect. So these guys all want to be 2nd liners. Yup. Yo, the chemistry is falling right into place here. And believe it or not, Tanner is actually the only player that wants to be on the 4th line. This is why we don't let Jabroni cook. What is this, bro? Morrissey, up here. Boom. Dumba, down here. Boom. Is that so hard? And obviously, we're going to talk to these guys. They'll all want to be on the pairs that he might be a top 2. No, okay. I didn't think so. But just had to check. He's even a top 4. So he'll definitely be hyped to be on the top 2. This is our only kind of weak point. But you know what? I honestly think he'll do just fine. Lion, 82 overall. They're both solid. I'm going to say that Kucherov puts up the most points. He's going to have 109. I'm going bold for the first season here. And I'll say that this team gets 49 wins. Lock it in. That was a lot of chemistry conversations and we rizzed it up. There's only 2 players that did not buy in right away and their names may or may not rhyme with Mulak and Mueller. Once we get those guys all bought in, we can go look at our team's finalized chemistry, which should be nice. But for now, let's start the simulation and hope that the Minnesota Wild are going to be nasty. We did lose our first game, but we're undefeated since Washington. A big 8-2 win against them. Broad Street Bullies take us down. Boo! After the first couple months, we are first in the division with 33 points. The Mammoth are right there with 32. So we're off to a very solid start. And on the topic of the Minnesota Wild, this will be old news by the time this comes out. But apparently Kirill Kaprizov turned down an NHL record deal. So that's wild. Pun intended, I guess. So apparently Nick Sealer is just too good for this team. That's good to know. Great attitude. You know what? I hope you don't win the Bill Masterton. There, I said it. We're starting to fall off a little bit here. We are still first in the division, but there's definitely teams around the league doing a lot better than us. And apparently, I spoke a little too soon because now we're on a heater. You're not that guy, pal. Come on. Just do it. Oh, yeah. There it is. For some reason, these guys just don't get along. It's a 0, but they've all bought in. So we got a 5-2-0-2, which looks pretty nice. I thought it'd be a little bit better, I'll be honest. Okay. Something changed with chemistry this year because these guys should not all be +1. Anyway, let's continue the simulation here and hopefully keep up what we've been doing. We definitely have first in the division secured because we have 91 points. The next 2 closest teams have 77. I don't think they're going to catch us. It is possible. I'm going to go as far as to say unlikely. We might be in contention for the President's Trophy. We'll see how these last few games go here, but I don't think so. Our first round opponent is going to be the Winnipeg Jets. We did finish atop the division with 102 points, so a very solid season. 93 for Smashville here was second, 9 points behind us, and we did not get the President's Trophy. The Broad Street Bullies do so with 106. We are fourth place with our 102, which is solid. Let's see if there's any weird situations going on down here. No, not really. 15 didn't get in. That sucks, but I've seen way worse. Kucherov had 115 points. Let's go, lad. Ovi had 112, 52 tucks. Bennett had 94. Landeskog had 71. I don't know why the second line just doesn't seem to be getting along. Oh, wow. Yeah, that second line's struggling. Morrissey had 68, though, and was a plus 32. Matheson had 32, Pulock 29. Some good contributions here. Not the strongest goaltending performance. 907's good, but I was hoping for a 910 or higher. I guess he is 84 overall, just above a 3 GAA. Lyon got lit up. Oh, Lankinen actually led the league for wins. That's huge. Nice. Thatcher Demko, 39 wins, 915, and he played for Philly, so I wonder who their backup is. Let's play a game. It's not who you think it is, that's for sure. Jacob Chikrin. I feel like he never led last year. He had 83 points, just over a point a game. I don't know how no other defenseman had a point a game. Seems absurd to me. No way, dude. We're so close. Cooch, 115, tied Nate Doggy Dog, so we don't get the Art Ross. I don't think that one gets split. And with 59 goals, he's going to get the Rocket Richard. Oh, no. Yeah. I understand why they won the President's Trophy. They got Chucky with Nate Dogg and Norris as their first line. Hoglander, Middlestat, and Cooley. Their bottom six isn't great. Defensively, they got Sergachev and Chikrin, who obviously clicked. They went off. Zadorov and Petrie together. Dumoulin and Zach Whitecloud. And they also got this guy. Who let them draft this team? Honestly. Our first round opponent might arguably be better. They have ADB, Heischer, and Pasta as their first line. Their second line is Zook, Kopitar, and McCann. So they got some older players, but their overall is still there. Toffoli, Wild Bill, and Kerfoot. Are you kidding me? Even on defense, they're no joke. Brodin and Tanev. Carlson at 88 overall in the second pair. They got the Yeti right here. No one was taking him. They probably just took him in like the 28th round, if that's even a thing. And their goaltender is 85 overall, Stolarz. We're in one. Well, now that I said we're in one, we have to go straight to Game 7. You guys know the rules. Let's see if we can take down the Winnipeg Jets or if the Jets will take us down. That's not a good start. Overtime loss. AHL season done. Don't care. We are 0-2. Are we gonna... Okay, that was a win. I was getting very scared that the brooms might come out. We tied it up. Come on, boys. No. Go to 7. Go to 7. We can do this. Real time, sim time. Oh, it's going to be like that. Okay, I see you. However, Ovi ties it up. Fire me vertical. They get another one. Nico Heischer makes it 2-1 for the bad guys. Can we get a stop? That would be very pleasant. Second period, we have a power play. We're out shooting them like crazy. We literally just can't get a save. So maybe goaltending is super important in this game. But 84 overall is not really bad. Dumba. All right. Love to see it. Stepping up. And he ties this thing. Could have got the lead there on the power play. Unfortunately not. Joseph scores again. 3 goals on 15 shots. Actually, I don't think he got one of the other goals. But anyway, we are now down by 1. And we're out shooting them by 13. You hate to see it. This is it. This could be the last 20 minutes of the season unless the Minnesota Wild dig in a shorty. I knew I drafted you for a reason. I knew it. Come on, that's got to be momentum. A shorthanded goal to tie this thing up? Boys, somebody, please, piggyback on that momentum right there. Well, it's killed now. Overtime, golden goal. I'm not going to jump in. It's round 1. It's not worth it. But we just got much closer to it being worth it. Second round opponent also went to 7. The Colorado Avalanche. Man, this team's nasty too. They got Chucky with Schmaltz and Marchenko. Saw it on the second line. That's questionable. With Cousins and Leo Carlson. So some young talent going on here. Even Dimitri, 25. Yeah, their offense is definitely good. Defensively, they're okay. They got Byram and Hamilton, Manson, and Tyler. Bogosian, Fabro, not too shabby for the third pair. They're with us, though. Starting goaltenders, 84 overall. We are in one. Straight to game 7 we go on that note. Come on, boys. Let's take down the Colorado Avalanche here. We start off with a 4-2L. Hate it. Okay. Same as last time. Bounce back with 2 wins? Nope. I don't know. It's going to take a miracle, and we don't have it in our repertoire. Stanley Cup final is between the President's Trophy winning Flyers and the Mighty Ducks. They must have had the first overall pick, McDavid. Centerman right here for Chandler and Meyer. Not bad. Roslovic, Deneau, and Huberdeau. Okay. They've also got Johnny Toes. Welcome back, man. Ooh. Yeah, this is good stuff right here. Theodore and Jones. They got Hag, Lacombe, and then Mikkola on the third pair with the other Sebastian Aho. And they got this guy. How does that make sense? You guys know the drill. We're advancing one game at a time here until we are awarded a Stanley Cup champion. The Flyers jump ahead with a 1-0 series lead, 2-0. Not looking great for Anaheim at the moment. Oh no, are we going to see a sweep in the Stanley Cup final? Apparently this is the greatest team ever assembled. Henderson Silver Knights Calder Cup champions. This guy did his job. Had his guy. 15 points in 13 games. Ovi 12. Lowry had 11 on the third line. What's up with that? And how did Cooch only have 10? I mean, he had 7 goals, but come on. We take that from Morrissey, 10 points through 13. Pulock did all right. Yep, there's our problem. Found the leak. What a run for Thatcher. 931, 225. Ottinger was no joke either. 928, 238. Disgusting numbers from both of these lads. Yeah, I'm just realizing now they played 19 games, so they lost 3 the entire playoffs. Good for you, Sergachev and Chikrin. Both played phenomenal. And how about this guy? 22 points in 19 games. Honestly, that's really not that impressive. We've seen much more wild ratios, but that's still good. Brady Tkachuk had 20. McDavid had 19 and 22 and was a -3. Whoa. It does seem a lot different this year. Nate Mack with the Hart combo. It's intact. Chikrin with the Norris. Philly cleaning up so far. Yes, we got one. Kucherov with the Lady Bing. Come on. Calder Memorial goes to Demidov. Nate Mack gets the Conn Smythe. Kemper with the Vezina as well as the Jennings. Nikishin awarded the Bill Masterton. Maybe he's the new guy. Huska voted the Jack Adams recipient. Sidney the Kidney still gets the Selke. That one's static. Nate Dogg with another one and one more. What a season. Here is your playoff tree. I'm really hoping it doesn't take us as long as it did in NHL 25 to win a cup. That was gruesome. We did get there eventually, but it took way longer than I thought it was going to. If you have any draft ideas or tips, be sure to leave them down below. If I've done a draft in NHL 25 or 24 and you want to see it again on this game, that is acceptable. We have hit the refresh button, so everything is now unlocked again. And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be unreal. I'll see you soon.